Hey everybody, Aaron Bergen here, and today I'm going to be walking through some of the tools that I've purchased since becoming a Ford technician. I no longer work on fleet cars, and I do a lot of recalls, so this is what I bought recently. We're going to kind of go from upper down, and let's go ahead and start over here. So these are half sockets. And so you'll see it says 18.5, 19.5. Main reason because a lot of the Fords have two-piece lug nuts. So two-piece lug nuts are notorious for swelling, and you really need one of those unless you want to smack it on and have to replace it. A lot of people don't like replacing lug nuts because lug nuts are expensive. Next, we'll move on to all these magnet trays. I realize that being organized is extremely important. Doing a lot of recalls because you're changing a front camera, you're taking apart like 5 different parts of the vehicle, and each one having its own little cup or little mat definitely makes it easier to work on and remember where everything goes. These are impact sockets, these are Torx, and these are external Torx. So main reason I got these is because I didn't want to twist these on the normal ones because they twist a lot sooner than this one. This one's been heavily used for probably a month now, and you see that's all twisted up. T20, probably the most common thing that Ford has. And yeah, you just really need them if you want them to last. Haven't had a chance to use any of these external Torx, but I have the Blue Point set down there, and so it certainly is a lot easier to use. This is pretty awesome. This is the grip edge. So basically, if you have a rounded fastener, the Torx bit is a little bit turned and a little bit thicker than the normal Torx, so it can make it to where you can get the rounded fastener out. I wasn't going to purchase these until I ran into a rounded Torx bit and a door handle. So went and picked up that set. Is T27, pulled it right out, and yeah, if you're looking for rounded bolt fasteners, removers kind of stuff, definitely check out Grip Edge. They have a lot of tools. Next, this 5 amp hour battery. Somebody sold mine out of my garage, so I decided, all right, instead of going from their standard one that doesn't allow you to check the battery voltage or battery charge, more or less, I'm just gonna upgrade to this one. And I also got the charger right there. These are parts that I'm waiting for recalls on. I just moved them down there while I'm doing this. Panel tools. Oh my goodness, panel tools. I definitely have bought quite a few from AutoZone, and they snap on me, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna get ones that have a warranty on the truck. You see this one's used quite a lot. I use it on tail lights. When you're replacing a rear camera on the navigators and the aviators, you really have to get this sometimes behind the corner and pop it loose because it's got a locator pin that likes to stay locked. And that's really the only one I've used. I've tried to use this one the other day, but it's just so flimsy. And it's all bent up. See if I can get it there. There it is. It's all kind of bent, but it does work pretty well. I definitely really like this set, and the color's kind of cool. It sticks out enough, but it's not like bright orange or anything like that. Now these stick out a lot easier because these are brake tools, and I want to make sure I don't leave them on the car. Do a rear axle bolt bushing replacement, and you have to hang up the calipers. And I think if anybody does brakes enough, you'll understand these things are great. Inspection mirror from Cornwell. It is really awesome. It gets into a lot of tight spaces, but it's mostly for windshield wiper motors. You have to get underneath the windshield wiper motor, and you have to read the the part number, and see if it falls in with the recall, and if not, you replace it. So rather than having to take it all the way off, I just purchased an inspection mirror, which makes it a lot easier. This Leatherman's really fun. I found it under a hood in the airbox, and I was like, hey, is it yours, sir? And he's like, no, I don't use that. What the heck is Fangco or whatever, Fangfo? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, that's some Chinesian brand. I was like, all right. I guess it'll be mine now. And this thing's been really helpful. Just really use it for the blades, because I don't like using this for it. I don't really like using this one. My razor blade's all chipped up. Oh, I guess I did just buy this also. He threw it in when I bought these. It's pretty nice. I use it to do differential cover, RTV, other things. It's just a normal scraper, but I prefer using this because if this gets used, it was literally free to me. Caliper. This thing is fantastic. You use it for direct measurements, or not direct measurements, what would you call it? Precise measurements on BMS resets. You put in inline fuses. Really, it's good for just any kind of terminal that you need to reconnect or solder together if you need it to be exact. It does millimeters to inches. I got it off the Snap-on truck, and I think it was like $100 something bucks, and I had a gift card for it, so pretty awesome. Thin wall sockets. Oh my goodness, thin wall sockets. If you guys ever see the fuel trucks or fuel wheels, or really any custom wheel, they really need you to use thin wall sockets, and so these have been an absolute lifesaver, same as these have been a lifesaver, but I definitely prefer these. 1, they look cool. 2, they look cool. And probably 3, they just look pretty sweet. And that's really about it so far. I plan to make a video on the gear wrench box, how it's been treating me. Ignore that stuff down there. It's been treating me pretty well, but I want to make a video on that. If you guys have any questions about prices that I paid, anything like that, do not be afraid to message or comment. I am very open about what I pay and things that I buy. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend.